is the micro cooker. We put the half cup of grits and the water in the micro cooker. Now this is going to allow for it to boil in the microwave, but not boil over, because this is going to protect it from boiling over. And this lid is specially made so we can also, if you're making frozen vegetables, you can pour out the water because of these holes here. So it's really a nice piece. Okay. So that's going in for about 11 minutes. I'm going to check it and come back and let you know. So now we're going to do our pancakes. Our pancakes, you always do pancakes dry and wet. So Van is going to first prepare the dry. What's going in the dry is what I have listed over there or shown over here. The great thing about, you could go ahead, the great thing about Pampered Chef tools is the products that you see. If you see something you like, get it, get it, get it. That's all I can tell you. Because this one right here is a Pampered Chef tool that came out at least probably 25 to 30 years ago. For battery operated sifter, and the sifter allows for the dry ingredients to incorporate together and the pancakes to be light and fluffy. And while Van's doing that, I have in here is our wet. We have 2 eggs in with the milk, so I'm going to add the remaining half. This is the measure all cup. The measure all cup allows you to be able to measure liquid, and on this side, if you flip this over, you can measure your dry. So I measure honey on this side, I measure sour cream, anything that is kind of difficult to measure when you are just putting it in a cup. Okay, we're mixing this up, and now we're going to add our butter. This is 3 tablespoons of melted butter. This is a Pampered Chef whisk. This whisk has a different kind of whisk action, because if you are making a cake with this, then you'll be able to stir. This has it's like a scoop that's built into the whisk.
Unlike this other Pampered Chef.
This is a balloon whisk, right?
This
so if you need a lot of air in,
you want to fluff it up, make it light, you use this one.
Right.
You want to really get the edges of the bowl, you use that one.
Okay. Well, it's going to go around. Okay. All right, so now you're going to...
How many eggs did you use?
8 eggs. This is for the family. Okay. This is just a matter of eating.
Okay. You just put 8 eggs because of the number of people that are eating.
Right,
okay.
So we're just doing about 2 eggs per person.
Okay.
All right, so you put the batter in there. Okay. And what I'm using is the manual food processor. I've put peppers in the manual food processor. We're going to actually add some peppers in with our shrimp cakes just to give it a nice taste. Okay. So chop this up very nicely, very fine. We're going to add a few in.
So I'm going to use this ladle, right?
Yes, right. You're going to use a ladle to put everything in.
This is a nice ladle. Where'd you get this ladle?
The ladle is Pampered Chef as well.
Got some weight to it.
We're going to put this in our pan.
All right, so this is ready. This is pancake mix.
Right. Okay. So this is the pan that we're going to make the eggs in. This is our non-stick pan. We have, I'm going to show you afterwards because it's still kind of hot. I had it heating on the stove to melt our butter. I'm going to add the eggs, and the way to make the best scrambled eggs is to cook them slowly. So I'm going to put this back on the stove. And I'm going to get our egg mixture in here. But I think what I'm going to do is add a little bit of milk, about a tablespoon of milk. And what that does is it makes it fluffier. So we'll just put that in, and we're gonna. So now that we have our eggs, I have the cheese sitting here. This cheese that I'm using is pepper jack cheese, just to add a little kick to our eggs. We're doing like a southwestern kind of kick to the eggs, and what better cheese to add is than pepper jack, right? So this is a grater. So this grater is a little bit bigger. The grate is a little larger. It's a small. We have a smaller one, and that's used to grate nutmeg. You can grate ginger. You can grate You can still grate Parmesan cheese. And what I do is I just mix them, I do it separately, and I just add the cheese on the top. This grater right here, you're going to be able to use this for potatoes, which I have in here. I started grating them. I'm going to show you how nice this is. So this is grating this down, and it grates so quickly. This is not sharp. It's not that sharp. It doesn't have a guard, whereas this one has a guard that you use to grate anything.
So you don't
cut your knuckles, right? And this tool that I'm using now, you can do carrots on here. They grate beautifully. You can rice cauliflower. So if you are, if you ever heard of the cauliflower pizza, this is what I use to rice my cauliflower. Now the main thing on this is we gotta get this liquid out. So we're gonna put some paper towel in here to soak out all the liquid and then get this on the stove. All right, so while Van is getting the moisture out of the potatoes, all right, so we're gonna take this lid off and put the pancakes on. Okay, I want to show you this. This is a double burner griddle. I got these when my children were young because when they had the sleepovers, we were able to make a family load of pancakes and everyone would be able to eat pretty much at the same time. Now, I use it for when we have company over. So say if we have Thanksgiving dinner and we have people who stayed overnight. That next morning, I have the tools to be able to make pancakes in a jiffy. I can make eggs in a jiffy, and I can also make our bacon. So I'm going to show you what our bacon is doing over here. And I want to get this on paper towels so to soak off the grease. But we use this in the oven. This is another grill pan that I had from prior to. This is also Pampered Chef. And I made the bacon on this. It has a pour spout where you can actually pour out the grease. And I'm just going to take this over here now. The grill pan now is dishwasher safe, utensil safe. That means you can use any kind of utensil on it. And it's lifetime warranty as well. All right, so now we are ready to do our home fries. This is the flexible cutting boards. And we also have this one in 3 sizes. This one is really nice because it comes in a small size, medium, and the larger size has a well that goes around the entire cutting board and it can hold up to a cup of liquid. I always use that one when I'm cutting up watermelon and cantaloupe. Those juicier melons are perfect for the larger cutting board. Not only for the space, but also for the fact that it holds a cup of liquid.
Alright, so I'm using this tool. I'm a pro at it. I've been using it for years, okay? It's got a little cutting board here. It's got the little guard for your fingers so you don't cut your fingers off. You got different heights of measuring. You got your level 1, 2, and 3, and a lock mechanism so that you don't cut your hand as well. So what you want to do is you want to figure out what size sliced onion you want. So I think we want slice 1. I think we want level 1. Level 1 is pretty thin. You know what? I think we'll go level 2. All right? So it's very simple. It's got little grooves in there that kind of fit right in with the board itself. So what you want to do is once you get down to that level, it'll fit right in. But here you're just going to cut it like so. There's a handle there. And it fits right in. You see that comes out really nice. That fits on like that, stays really
It actually goes all the way down. The main thing, safety feature for this is very, very sharp. You definitely want to make sure once you are done cutting, whatever you're cutting, you're going to bring that back to the lock position. So that is always do it no matter what. And if you saw how quick that was so quick. Van loves to use this You like to use it for your potatoes and make potato chips.
Yep.
And anything else?
Absolutely. I use it slice. I actually use it to slice up potatoes. Did you say potatoes already?
Mm-hmm.
But it's great for potatoes.
Okay, what we did was we put the onions in this pan. This is a skillet, non-stick stainless steel. Non-stick stainless steel. Those two things you don't hear together. If you look at the base of this, it is black, like a honeycomb look. That gives it the non-stick surface, okay? And it also gives you the ability to cook like a professional with the stainless steel. Stainless steel, what you're trying to do when you cook with stainless steel, when you're cooking, you're gonna get like a fondant at the bottom, and that's what people usually use, or professional chefs use to make their gravy. All right, next we're gonna get the grits out the microwave. It looks like it would have boiled over, but this top prevents it from boiling over. We're gonna take this out, and this gets very hot. So these are our teak wood spoons. We're gonna stir up our grits. Let me show you.
What about that butter?
I got butter on the side here. Okay, so we used, this is 2 tablespoons of butter going in. Okay, now we're taking about a tablespoon of cream cheese and add that in with our grits. The beauty and the value of being able to do your grits in the microwave, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be concerned about it burning. Once you have the right cooking time, then you'll have perfect grits every time. That means you'll put those grits in and they will be done. How many times do you make the breakfast and forget about the grits? This way you'll be able to pop them in, boom, they'll be done. All right. Okay, just want to show you what our eggs look like. The eggs are completely done. I'm going to add our pepper jack cheese on top. Just spread that evenly around. I'm going to put the lid on and just let that stay warm as we're cooking. Now, I do want to show you, because I said I would show you, this is our completely non-stick pan. It has a removable handle. So that removable handle allows for you to be able to store it in the cabinet without having to try to maneuver it with the handles. It also lets you be able to fit it nicely in a dishwasher. Yep, that's right, it's dishwasher safe. This line of cookware, the stainless steel non-stick cookware and this completely non-stick cookware, is completely dishwasher safe, and you can use any kind of utensil on these. These are like fantastic. I love them. Burnt and brown. They won't get all burnt and brown on the tips of it when you're making omelets or eggs or anything that you're cooking with it. They are heat safe, and that makes it a beautiful, beautiful piece, because they'll always stay nice and pretty, and you won't have to be embarrassed about picking up your spatula. The biscuits are all done. They're made in the stone. Okay, we have our pancakes, home fries, bacon, both sides. If we have some people in my family who want pork bacon and others want turkey bacon, our cheese eggs, and also grits. So we are ready to eat.